What's up, lovely people? Welcome back to my channel. As usual, I am super excited to have you guys join me on today's video. Thank you so much for those who are joining me for the first time. Welcome on board, happy to see you. And for those who are joining me and have watched other videos in the past, thank you so much again for joining, and thank you for being loyal. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So on today's video, we're going to be doing more of the lies that we have believed in, or more of the lies that we tell ourselves. And today I'm going to be talking about the lies that we have believed in about being single or living the single life. I've personally been single for quite a bit, like a really long minute, and in the course of the time that I've been single, I've heard so many things and gotten to kind of understand people's mindsets when it comes to being single or when it comes to living a single life. And what I have realized is that some of these things, or majority of these things, are actually lies and based on beliefs that have been passed on over and over again. So I'm here to just kind of demystify some of these lies in relation to the opposite, which is the truth. Lie number one is that the ultimate goal is to get married. That's not the truth. The truth of the matter is that each and every one of us has been called to live different lives, be it being in a season of singleness for a while, being single for life, being in a relationship, or getting married. Those are the different seasons in life that we get to experience. They can transition from one to the next, and none is a downgrade or an upgrade to the other. Marriage is really not a guarantee. So for my single ladies out there who think the ultimate goal of life is to get married, or that the final result of being single is actually being in a relationship or being married, sometimes I think it's best to actually evaluate ourselves based on what we feel is the truth, because deep down you know your truth. You know whether you're meant to pursue that journey in life, or you know whether you really want to be or to remain single. Either one of those seasons is a season that is beautiful in its own right, and when you live life really in the expectation of the next season, you miss out on so much that's happening in the season that you are in currently. So if you're single, enjoy being single. Don't necessarily place your mind in the goal of getting married, that everything you do on a daily basis is aimed at getting married. By all means, if you want to prepare for marriage, that's absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you base your whole life on that as a goal, then you're going to miss out on what's happening today. And it takes out on so much. It takes out on so much that you could be enjoying in your singleness, because what people don't understand is that singleness is a gift, marriage is a gift, being in a relationship is a gift. All these are gifts. So when you base your mind on the season and the gift that you have currently, then you're going to appreciate so much in life. So the truth of the matter is that marriage is really not the goal in life. The goal in life is to enjoy the season that you are in currently. And that's the truth. Another big lie is that you're looking for your better half, or that you're looking for someone to complete you. You're looking for the other half to complete this circle of life. That is such a huge lie. One thing that people don't understand is that when you are in a relationship or when you are in marriage, you can never really have it right if you did not start off by being whole by yourself. It starts off with being whole by yourself, and then when that is supposed to lead to marriage, then you're going to get into it as a whole person, meeting another whole person, and when those two are joined, they become one being. And that's just the reality of life. If you're walking through singleness thinking that you're less off, or there's something in you that's missing, then you're cheating yourself out of the amazing person that you are, and you're probably going to walk into whatever it is that you think you're walking to being less than you should have been for that. That being single is a disadvantage in life. On the contrary, personally, as I said, I've been single for a really long time, and based on the experiences that I've come to experience, there's a disadvantage and an advantage in every season in life. Whether you're single, you're going to experience advantages and disadvantages. Whether you're married or in a relationship, you're going to experience as well advantages and disadvantages. As I said, every single season is mapped out by whatever it is that is in that season. And again, it's always based on how you yourself take it. So are there going to be disadvantages in being single? Absolutely. Are there going to be advantages? Of course. Are there going to be advantages in the opposite? Absolutely. And there are going to be disadvantages in that as well. So as a single person, let me talk about it from a point of being a single person. I can honestly say that there has been so many advantages. This did not come to me initially or from the word go, but it's been a process and it's been progress of seeing the beauty of life and seeing the advantages that come with having the gift of singleness. And I can tell you there's so many advantages, there's so many things that come with just the fact that you've been given this season in life to enjoy building yourself, developing yourself, doing lots and lots of things. Not to say that you cannot do these things in the season of marriage, but the fact that you've been given this season, enjoy whatever it is that you have now. There is no disadvantage or advantage that you cannot handle, and they all come with it because you are equipped to handle whatever it is that comes to you. The longer you stay single, the more desperate you become. That is a big lie, and this is lies that mostly do not come from outside sources. They come from within ourselves. It comes from having the mindset of thinking that you're looking for satisfaction or for validation from someone else in your life. The more you're lacking in that, it leads you to a point of desperation. So in your mind, you think that it's the reality of life, that the more single you are, the more desperate you become, the more you can't take it, the more it feels like you really need to get into a relationship. That is a lie. That is something that we have forced ourselves into believing based on how society has made it look like. Whatever it is that we see around us in social media and everything almost makes it look like being in a relationship is the perfect way to do life. But on the contrary, the truth of the matter is that when you choose to remain content in being single, and when you choose to really enjoy being single, you find that you have more independence than you'd have actually thought you had. You have an opportunity to do so many things that you might not have done otherwise, which for me I think is such a big thing and is such an amazing thing. And especially when you take this time to invest in yourself fully, invest in your career, invest in business, invest in the people around you, invest in your family, when you take this time to invest in generally everything that encompasses who you are. And when you do that in a season of being single, it's going to take you from a point of desperation and just give your life meaning in such a way that you never thought you could actually have. If you're newly single, the lie that you have probably told yourself is that you don't think you're going to live without this person. You don't think you're going to be able to breathe. You're going to go crazy. You're not going to eat. You're not going to sleep. Let me honestly tell you, it's only a matter of time. It takes time. It might be a slow process. It might be a quick process. Who knows? But it's only a matter of time. You'll be eating like there's no tomorrow. You'll be sleeping like it's the end of the world. You will enjoy life. You will have fun. And hopefully, you are going to forget. Don't remain stuck in this hole of thinking that you're never going to get over one person, because all that's going to do is lead you into depression and stress, and that's actually what's going to lead to you not eating or not sleeping. Not the fact that you can't live with this person. It's just a state of mind that you have put yourself into that's going to lead you to not do these things. And then the good thing about life is that there's always a way to heal. There is always a way to heal, regardless of how the relationship that you were in ended or how things went. Life just finds a way to heal. Only if you allow yourself to appreciate the things around you that you're going to find healing. And it happens. Healing comes. That you will only be able to fully fulfill your life's purpose in marriage or in a relationship. That is a lie. Each and every one of us came into this world individually. So whatever purpose that you have in your life or over your life has been mapped out based on you individually. Everyone else that comes around that is a helper, and either way you are able to achieve and fulfill your life's purpose. You're able to fulfill and achieve your life's purpose whether you are married or in a relationship. Actually, in some instances, I've come to realize that when you get into the wrong relationship, that actually deters the direction of your life, and that can be really dangerous down the road. Your life's greatest fulfillments or achievements are not going to come in a relationship or in marriage. Again, as I said in the last point, when you choose to invest in yourself, you're going to be able to achieve so much more and so many things in every different season of your life. And the fact of the matter is that it always has got to come from within. You can have so much support around you. You can be in a good relationship. You can have the best marriage. You can be single. But if it doesn't come from you to actually fulfill your life's purpose or your dreams and your goals, if it doesn't come from within you, nothing in this life is going to push you to the next level. Not being married, not being in a relationship, nothing. So whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're in a relationship, you can always achieve your life's purpose. And the goal is not to get to the next stage in life. So then you can say, when I get to the next stage in life, I'll be able to fulfill or to live my life to its fullest. And that's a lie that needs to die. There are a series of lies that are almost intertwined, that there's something you're not doing right, that you have very high expectations, that there's a level of maturity that you need to attain for you to actually get into a relationship or get married, that you need to make yourself more available, to put yourself out there more, that you need to be praying harder for you to be in a relationship. There's something in your character that you need to work on for you to actually get people in your life. Really? That you need to lower your standards just a little bit lower, bring them down a notch for you to actually get into a relationship. All these are lies that have been flying by so much, and a thing they do to most single people is that they make you feel like you need to be less than you are, or you need to be doing more. There's not much that I can say about those points, just that those are lies from the pits of hell. And again, as I said, so long as you're working towards bettering yourself every single day, everything else that comes is an addition to your life. It's a gift. If there are things that you personally know that you need to work on in your life, like your character or any of those things, you will know deep within you that there are things that you need to change. So long as you're working on being better every day, sit back and relax, and life will happen when it needs to happen. That's it. Lie number 9. Single equals alone/lonely. No, it doesn't have to be. Based on the choices that you make in your life as a single person, it never has to be. If you surround yourself with community, more so godly community, that's friends, that's people from church, that's your family, that's just surrounding yourself with people, because it's only when you live out of community that becomes dangerous to you and even to your personal health. You can never isolate yourself just based on the fact that you're single, and you cannot stay away from people, because that's going to take away from who you're meant to be. Life never has to be lonely, and you never have to feel alone. And the truth of the matter is that we are all created to live in the context of relationship, whatever sort of relationship that is. It doesn't quite box that in the context of a romantic relationship. No, it can be whatever sort of interactions you're having with other people that fill your life with life, that fill your life with more life and joy and happiness, and it doesn't ever have to equal to lonely or alone. And those relationships look different for different people. Lie number 10 is that marriage is equals to bliss or perfect happiness, which is a lie that social media has spread quite well and quite perfectly. I believe that we can only experience full happiness and full joy when we're living out our lives the way God wants us to live it out. Some people have been called to seasons of singleness, others to long seasons of singleness that will eventually end in marriage, and others have been called to marriage right from the word go. So however your life looks in between here, if you live it to the fullness and choose to get contentment from it, then you're going to have unmatched joy, unmatched happiness, and it's not going to look like the type of happiness or the type of joy that someone else is choosing to show the world through filters. And above all, most importantly, to the single people out there, the one thing that you do not want to do is idolize marriage. That every single waking minute of every single day, your mind is going to be set on, is he the one? Is he the person that I'm meant to be with? Is my life, how is my life going to be in marriage? Is it taking too long? When you idolize marriage, you're really not going to enjoy your life. And I believe when we live a life that is fully surrendered to God and when we delight in Him, He's going to give us the contentment and the grace to live in the season that we are currently in. And honestly, it becomes so much easier when you just surrender that bit of your life. And step by step, God shows you the way. He lights up your path. And above all, when you put your efforts towards being faithful in the season that you are in right now, be it in the long term or in the short term, I can guarantee you, you're going to enjoy your life. That's it for today's video. I'm so happy to have shared these things with you, and this is going to lead me to a series that I'm going to do. I want to do a series on singleness that I'm probably going to be doing for the whole of next month. It's going to just talk about my journey in singleness in depth. I can't wait to share all these things with you guys, and I believe it's going to be of help to someone out there. So happy that you guys joined me for this. Again, in a few days I'm going to be posting another episode of my international kitchen. Hope to join you guys there as well. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Bye-bye. And hopefully you're going to forget. So don't remain stuck in these. Don't remain stuck in these